Hey, I'm Joel from Alt 92.9. I've got Tyler and Josh from 21 Pilots with me. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by with us today.
Absolutely. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. So, Josh, I hear that you have a road companion for this tour. You got a dog on the road with you?
Oh, I do. Yeah, it's his first tour and my first time having a dog on tour.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's cool. I like having him. Kind of makes things more exciting.
How's he on the bus? I was curious.
He's great on the bus.
Does he freak out at all?
Not at all. And so people, because I got the dog when we kind of like took a break, and I was like, now's the time to do it. And the idea was to bring him on the road, so people would be like, are you taking him out? And I would kind of always just be like, that's the plan, but we'll see. And I always kind of in my mind reserved like a day off to fly him back to LA and come back or something if it just was too crazy. But he literally just lays in his bed all night. He's got like a little bed, dog bed. Wakes up in the morning and he's good to go. We just have to go outside more.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a golden retriever.
Oh, awesome. So when you guys are playing a show, he's just chilling on his own on the bus. Anybody watching the dog, or he's good?
He'll bounce around from different offices backstage because some people are just like, we want to hang out with him today. And
he starts all our backing tracks.
Yeah.
Each song.
We'll put him to work sometimes. Yeah.
No free rides.
That's right. Yeah.
Gotta work.
Yeah.
So speaking of live shows, the fact that has been such a focus of 21 Pilots over the years, and going from, small venues, whether you're coming to town playing the Paradise or now the Garden, I know you guys.
Or TT the Bears.
Or TT the Bears, yeah. I know you guys put a lot of emphasis on that live show and doing things above and beyond just playing your music. How do you bring those ideas to life, and how do you keep it fresh?
Well, it's always been something that we love doing. It's putting on a show, starting out, you try to separate yourself from other bands. There's a lot of bands that start, from scratch, and how are you going to rise up above that? And so, realizing that you got to do something that, one, makes that audience feel like they, it's up to them whether or not it's going to be a good show as well. And we've always found that when we put a little responsibility in their corner, they always show up. I think maybe some bands are afraid of that because, it's a little risky. It might fail. But that's definitely a philosophy that we've had from the beginning that we still have today, is trying to give them moments where if they don't step up, it's not going to work.
And you've got a couple hundred kids downstairs waiting with a bunch of yellow tape on them, so I think you're doing it right so far.
Yeah, can't wait.
So while this guy does backflips off the piano, you just hit the drums really hard. Have you ever thought about some sort of fun, like Tommy Lee roller coaster drums kind of gimmick to do during a show?
No.
Just keep it simple.
I don't know. Yeah, that thing's pretty cool, but I did see that he got stuck one time. So that's kind of kept me from. Any
Spinal Tap moments, speaking of which, on the road that you can recall, where something something just didn't go right?
Do we not on this tour yet? I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes, we'll literally just be like, "Where the heck are we?" But I feel like most of the time we
I do think when I think Spinal Tap, I always think about them not knowing how to get to stage.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So Josh and I, we complement each other really well, where there are certain things that are, kind of strengths of mine, where I can recognize faces and most of the time put names to those faces. And he has a really hard time with that. But I have no idea where I'm walking and where I've just was and where we're going next. And he's got very good, directional awareness. So we need each other.
It's very true.
You're a great team.
Yeah, I came from over there, I think. But when this interview's over, I might walk forward and look over there and be like, that kind of looks familiar too. Maybe I should walk that way. And he'll grab me by the shoulder and be like, no, it's over here.
So Spinal Tap was just a bunch of the same type of person. They didn't know where they were going.
They were all idiots.
They didn't have a Josh.
Yeah, they need people. You need people to balance you out.
They were on the stupid line between stupid and clever. So I wanted to ask about Trench, and in particular, Paul Meany from Mute Math, who I know you guys went on the road together with the last album. You guys did the 5-song live video EP, and did that relationship, that artistic collaboration, just kind of really take off, because you've never really co-written half an album with some dude before?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was really cool to work with Paul. I think that when we were touring with Mute Math, those guys, you know, Paul and Darren, and they've always been very DIY with all of their albums, from the recording, obviously the writing, but even the technical side, like the mixing, you know, the capturing drums, the more scientific stuff that, you know, as a young producer, I still haven't learned yet. And so I definitely gravitated towards those guys in general, as well as being a fan of their music. And then in Paul specifically, just kind of struck a true friendship with, and it started with, hey, I don't know how to like capture real live drums. You know, when we go to LA to get the drums onto the track, like there's just so much organization, all the different takes, all the different mics, all being bounced down and kind of coming into the hard drive at the same time. There's a lot of that side of producing that I had not done yet. And I knew that I wanted someone to kind of, who had learned it himself, be there for it. And that's where he stepped in and kind of helped co-produce the record, is on stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, Tyler, Josh, 21 Pilots, thank you guys so much for taking some time to talk with us today.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.